Do you remember when it was Gervonta Davis that had the reputation of being undisciplined, missing weight, getting into problems outside of the ring? And it was Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, who are dedicated, focused young men with really, really bright futures, always in the gym. Well, we now have the entire thing flipped on its head as Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia go at each other in the most hypocritical of ways. But yet in this video, I still will implore the great excellency, Turki Alalshihk, to please lose a lot of money on this fight so we can see this rematch. All seriousness though, Ryan and Devin went at each other, man, in an issue that is kind of wild. And we're going to talk about those two dudes fighting next. Let's do that in this video. Devin Haney. Back in the news. As he sucker punched somebody from somebody at a carnival. And according to Willie D, an arrest warrant was issued for him. Ryan Garcia, of course, got something to say because that's Ryan Garcia and he got something to say every day. And he gets into it with Devin Haney when Devin Haney then points out in a tweet that Ryan Garcia uses the N-word. And because Ryan had made reference to somebody else that had used the N-word, and Devin Haney tries to throw that in his face that he had used the N-word. Now that, for me, just solidified the hypocritical nature of Devin Haney. Because Devin Haney uses the N-word straight to Ryan Garcia's face a whole bunch of times on camera. I've seen him do it. But at the end of the day, when it was time to criticize him, he didn't have not a second, to go ahead and say something crazy to him. Even though it's something that those dudes say back and forth with each other all the time. Matter of fact, and not just Devin Haney, I listened to Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis talk to Ryan Garcia and threw it around at the same time. So look, I know the issue with Ryan Garcia where Ryan Garcia said, I hate him. Not excusable, even though, whatever, not excusable at all, but still the hypocrisy. Only thing that's good for is to let's get a rematch going on between the two of these dudes. But also for me to make an observation about how things have changed so much over the course of the last couple years, where Gervonta Davis is now in a situation where he's going to the Olympics. He's working with kids at the Olympics, boxing children, boxing, amateur boxers at the Olympics, where he's being very, very disciplined about his weight, being very, very, focused on his career. And then you have just the exact opposite going on with this ridiculous SHIT show with Ryan and Devin. And it has progressed to the point where it really is. It's almost as if the accusations that Devin Haney had made about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia's fight being an exhibition, right? Basically, that's just an exhibition fight because Ryan Garcia is not a serious fighter. That has now come to pass for Devin Haney himself, because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is an exhibition that should take place over there in Saudi Arabia, where Turki Alalshihk pays them more money than anybody else would pay them for that fight. We can watch it on a Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, we don't have to sit around and wonder whether or not the ticket sales are really good, and whether or not this guy's the face of boxing or they made $35 million in the fight. It is whatever it is that Turki Alalshihk says it is. But something needs to happen with these two dudes going back and fighting each other. It's just too good. There's conversations about Devin coming back to fight Mario Barrios. Look, I don't know if Devin Haney is going to be able to come back against Mario Barrios and win, or definitely stay away from Brian Norman. He needs to get his get back with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the one, because if he doesn't get his get back for Ryan Garcia, that doubt is going to be in Devin Haney's head, in the back of his mind, for sure. Now, there is a school of thought that says that, he doesn't have to do it right away. You can go back and, fight some easy fights, get your confidence up, then go back and do the rematch, like, similar to what, like, Lennox Lewis did after he lost to Oliver McCall and after he lost to Hasim Rahman. There's a good argument for that, but I don't know, man. I just think that this ridiculous clown show is just going to continue to be the same show, and it's going to be like an extended version of Adrian Brawner's Flame Out. And I'm talking about, like, for both Ryan Garcia, I'm more concerned about the flame. I'm more concerned about a flame just flaming off for Devin than Ryan, because honestly, man, Ryan's got a little bit more talent than Devin does. Like in his physical abilities to knock somebody out, to really, to have the very fast hands. If Devin doesn't have the confidence and he doesn't really trust what's going on, he doesn't have that knockout power or that ridiculous speed to get, or athleticism to pull him out of trouble, especially if he starts going in there with bigger guys. So, in this one, hey, man, I'm rooting for Turki. I'm rooting that Turki Alalshihk goes ahead and lets Devin get that rematch with Ryan Garcia in Saudi Arabia as soon as their suspension is up. Like, obviously not to do it before Ryan Garcia's suspension's up. Don't actually make it an exhibition. But I think that would be a really good rehab project for those two guys, because as of right now, you can't consider either one of them at the top of either of the weight class that they may fight in. Like, we don't really even know whether or not Ryan Garcia is ever going to make 140 again. Is he going to continue to fight at 143? 143 has been the last couple fights for him, which is the welterweight division. And he probably ain't ready or having anybody taking him serious to fight the top dude in that division, which is Duran. But anyway, all in all, I can't believe Devin would even get that out of his mouth, talking to Ryan Garcia about that at this point, especially the way that they speak to each other about it. I certainly hope that Devin does not suffer any real consequences to hitting that dude like that, even though he probably is going to catch something. But that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.